Hi there, I want to take just a moment to walk you through the physical development field notes for the typical side of things. Probably went over these in class, but hopefully this will just be a good reminder so that you can have the best visit possible. Again, be sure you take all your materials with you. In a lot of cases, the principal will assign you a particular student to observe, and if they have done that, be sure to reiterate that it needs to be a typical student, a student without an IEP. If you have not been assigned, you're going to randomly choose a student, possibly the fifth person that walks in the room, and again, just be sure that you're picking a student who is as typical as possible. Go ahead and have a seat at the back of the room. You're going to be objective, you're going to be nonchalant, you're going to not be engaging with the students, and if they do ask you questions, you're just going to focus on your visit and say, I'm sorry, but I'm not supposed to interact with you at this time, I'm supposed to gather information. So when you're gathering your information, you will have three physical characteristics that you're going to be looking for. Should have also been given this chart right here. So for example, if you're an early childhood person, you're watching someone in kindergarten or first grade, you're going to be looking for three of these four physical development characteristics. So for instance, if I choose this one right here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to place that exactly here. So word for word, that's what I'm looking for. I am looking for loss of rounded babyish appearance with arms and legs lengthening and taking on more mature proportions. That's my first one. Second one I'm going to be looking for, I'm going to pick another one out of this list. Usually 1, 2, and 3, and especially in this case, are going to be the easiest to see. So you're going to transfer those word for word. Here's where your second one would go. Here's where your third one would go. And then on the visit, you're actually going to look for specific information. Now I've got an example here of a student that did a great job of gathering notes. You can see has the characteristic word for word and then specific details that go right here. You can wait to make this judgment until we get back in class. In this case, she went ahead and made it on the visit, but lots of specific details that deal with this characteristic. Then you're going to look at your other characteristic. You're going to gather your information, specific details. The better you can describe that behavior or the details that go along with that characteristic, the better off you're going to be when it comes time to write and submit this information. Again, at this point, you're only taking notes. You're also going to be looking for two examples of technology that students or teachers used or could have used to promote child or student development or learning. So look around the room. If they're not using technology that day, it is absolutely fine. Look around the room. What do you see? Then you're going to talk about ways that they could have used it. Ideally, you're seeing it, but again, sometimes we have to step back and think another way that this could happen. Be sure to do your documentation. This is extremely important. What school are you at, the grade level, what's the sex of the student, get the information from the teacher on this visit and their signature and date. If you go to 2 classrooms, you're going to gather it for both teachers. If you go to 1, obviously you're only going to gather it for the first one. Then you're going to sign, seal, and deliver this. You're going to bring it to class completed so that you've got evidence and documentation that you gathered everything you needed to gather on the visit. If you got questions, refer them to your typical teacher. Otherwise, have a great visit, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.